Have you ever looked at yourself in the mirror and it felt like you were looking at someone totally different? You wasn't happy with what you saw? That's because we wear masks. We don't want to face who we are in that moment. Welcome, wonderful souls, to Holy Healing Talk with your girl April, founder and CEO of Holy Healing Chronicles. This podcast is a part of our mission to create a safe space for people to express their emotions and heal their hearts. We have amazing things happening, so stay tuned. But in the meantime, join our email list at www.holyhealingchronicles.org. We hope you enjoy the Holy Healing Talk. Today we're going to talk about the healing process and the steps we go through to make it to our spiritual alignment. So, all steps are not going to look the same for everyone. A lot of us say surrender. We start with surrendering. And what is surrendering? Surrendering is giving it all away to God. Allowing God to take full control over everything you thought you had control over. Some people don't understand those steps and it may look different. So, for me, I broke it down. I broke it down from acknowledging, learning to cope, and releasing. And once you do those things, you're ready to surrender because you've acknowledged. Your coping mechanism is giving it all to God and releasing it all so that it's not a burden for you anymore. So, we're going to go through those steps today. Acknowledging. It's admitting and accepting how you have allowed yourself to get in your own way. So you're acknowledging the things that has kept you from being spiritually aligned with greatness. Have you ever looked at yourself in the mirror and it felt like you were looking at someone totally different? You wasn't happy with what you saw? That's because we wear masks. We don't want to face who we are in that moment. For instance, we always talk about the narcissist, right? But we have choices. And if we choose to stay in situations, what does that make us? So, sometimes you can inherit behaviors from other people. So, acknowledge that. It may be difficult to say, hey, I acknowledge that I've became consumed with narcissist behavior. It's okay. No one can judge you. No one can criticize you but God. But you acknowledge who you were looking at, who you were in that moment. Acknowledge all things, good and bad. Because if you can acknowledge, you're ready to begin the process. Learning to cope. Coping mechanisms. We need to learn not to let our triggers control us. So what do? Sometimes we have to remove ourselves from those situations. Sometimes we have to go into spiritual separation. Not intentionally to hurt or maliciously hurt someone, but intentionally to take control of our well-being. If we continue to surround ourselves with negative energy, we will become consumed with just that. So removing yourself from situations is a part of a coping mechanism. Find coping mechanisms that work for you. Also, releasing. Remember when in my last episode when I talked about writing a book? I've never written. Not one to be consumed with reading all types of books. Yeah, that was my release. God gave me that. I was able to release all the burdens and give them all away. So, find your steps to help you begin your healing process. It may look different for everyone. And even the steps that I just presented to you all today may help you. But you have to start somewhere. Start the steps to healing. It will help you. It will grow you. And to be honest, you'll look completely different to yourself. Thank you all for stopping by and supporting your girl and listening. Don't forget to subscribe, click on the notifications, like, share, and comment. It's free to support. Love you all.